We're with Josh Crone in Lexington, Good Foods Market and Cafe. What's the address here? How do you get here if you want to come shopping?
455 Southland Drive. We're just off of Nicholasville Road.
You know what? Our world is changing. Our world of food is changing. As I walk in here and I look down the aisle, I see not only organic green cabbage, but organic green cabbage from Rolling Fork Farm in Forkland, Kentucky. We know where it comes from.
Yes.
We know it's organic. We know that this is food raised by people who care about what goes into their bodies. People are paying attention nowadays. I'm paying attention. I'm not getting any younger. And we want to make sure that that food we're putting in our bodies is as good, and I don't like chemicals.
Sure.
If I can help it. And I'm looking around your store and you talk about a co-op. What are these food co-ops that are going on around the nation right now?
A co-op is a cooperative movement whereby we're established by the community in order to help the community. The majority of our customers are member owners. What you do is you buy into a store like this, and they're all throughout the nation. You buy into the store. Throughout your purchases, your stock purchase, you become an owner. That equity is what finances our operations, enables us to buy fixtures and things of the like. It's basically a relationship that we're looking to develop with consumers, where we're heavily invested in the community, they're heavily invested in our operations, and it's a very symbiotic relationship.
So as we look around here, I'm just, again, amazed at the fact that all this food's coming around. But you know, some of the outfits that do this, maybe Sam's or Costco, but the difference there is this money stays right here.
Right here in the economy. Nearly 70 cents of our local dollars stay. When you buy something here at Good Foods, that money stays here. We use that money to grow the local economy. We can hire more people. We can buy more local produce and grocery items. We can keep more local farmers on the land. Last year, nearly $1 million of our total purchasing went to local people right here in the state of Kentucky.
Wow. So as I look around on the shelves, not just vegetables, but I suppose meat as well, and some of the canned goods?
Oh, absolutely. Dairy as well. All departments are represented by our local producers.
So I got to get out here and take a look around. Now, what would you say to folks who you might want to get to come down here and check your place out, who are used to going to places and buying food, not looking at the label, not knowing where it is? Why come here?
One of the best reasons to come here is that you're going to help your local people. In this day and age, our economy isn't what it used to be 10, 20 years ago. We need to help one another. We need to help our local farmers stay on their land. We need to think more consciously of what we're putting into our bodies. We need to look 10, 20, 30 years down the road and try to eat as healthfully as possible. Any money that we spend on good food is money that we're going to save down the road in medical bills and things of that nature. So it's just a great thing all the way around. We can help everyone else, and we can also help ourselves.
Collectively, over the years, I can't imagine what we put in our bodies.
Absolutely.
But at any given time, once you start washing that old out and bringing the new in, why not make it all good stuff?
Absolutely. And that's one of the benefits is, besides the fact that so much of the food that we sell here is organic, it's all so local.
Sold, Josh.
Thank you.
I'm going to do some shopping.
Absolutely.
Mind if we look around?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
We'll be back.
Very good. Thank you.
All right, now we have moved to the back to where it's smelling mighty good. And this is Sean Rice, who is going to show us a recipe. Now here's the fantastic, wonderful thing about what you're doing right here. You can walk out into the store, and I'm going to let you do it. You know where here's the great thing about this movement today. You know where your pork's from?
Absolutely.
You know where your eggs are from. You know where your tomatoes are from. You know where your corn's from. You know where your pepper's from. Don't you think that it's about time that we've come to this point where back in the day you knew who your milkman was, you knew where your milk came from, you knew your butcher? Isn't it kind of cool to be moving back into that?
Absolutely. That's a huge part of what the co-op's about. Getting as much local produce and local meat as we can in here, and supporting our local economy and our local producers.
Now you have a hot bar out here.
We do. We have a huge hot bar. We've got vegan options, we got vegetarian options, fish, beef or pork or chicken every day, along with all kinds of different sides. We have a full salad bar as well, along with a cafe menu that's outside of that. So we've got all kinds of soups out there every day, 4 soups. So we've got a
So if you want to eat good and you don't have time to cook yourself, come on down and you can hook them up. Don't you love to cook for people and watch them enjoy what you cook?
It's a huge thing. Yeah, that's that's a big part of the motivation that's kept me going is seeing the response whenever you give somebody a plate of food that they love. So.
That's a cool thing. I love cooking for people too,
Absolutely.
but I'm nowhere on your level. All right, let's talk about what we've got here. Where's your pork from?
Our pork is from Stonecross Farms up in Taylorsville.
His name was Jeff.
His name was Jeff. Now his name's going to be Food. But I've put a little bit of a coriander and cumin rub on that with some garlic, onion powder, salt, pepper.
What are we making, by the way? What's this?
Well, it's a coriander rub pork loin, and then we're going to do a citrus mojo, citrus cilantro mojo, which is basically just citrus, garlic, cilantro, a little bit of salt and oil. And then going to do some Southwest fried corn with that. With some local corn. We've got local onion and bell pepper, local basil. We've got some, the cream is local, the butter is local, everything that we're going to be putting in our mouths here in a minute is going to be local. So.
That is so cool. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because I want to give you plenty of room to work. I'm going to step out of the way, watch you do your thing, and smell the good smells, and when it's all over, I guess I get to taste it.
Absolutely. We got plenty for you.
My job.
It's rough, isn't it?
I'm going to get out of your way.
All right. Okay, so like I said, we've got our Stonecross pork loin that I rubbed just a little bit ago with a little bit of coriander, garlic, onion powder, cumin, salt, and pepper. We're just going to lay this right in here. In the meantime, we'll come over here to our blender. You can just rip off a hunk, throw it right in there. I've got the juice of 1 orange, 2 limes, and 2 lemons. That can go right in there. A couple of garlic cloves. And again, a little bit of our sunflower oil. Probably about 1/3 of a cup right there. And that's all there is to making the sauce. So that is a cilantro mojo. Go ahead and flip our pork over here. Got that nice crust on the outside. And we're going to go with our garlic and jalapeno first. Then we're going to come in with the onion and bell pepper. And our corn. And then bring this butter into it. And that's about 2 tablespoons of butter we're going to be using.
I like where you're going here.
So the main reason I started this pork first was you always want to let your meat rest after it's come off. I'm sure you know that part. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull it right off of here. And we want to kind of use the same flavor profiles as what we're putting on the pork. So I already had a little bit of coriander in with the corn there. So, and we're going to reserve this other stuff for just a minute. Let our butter get good and melted. And then we come in with the cream. And I know it's kind of against the rules, but that is full fat, heavy cream right there.
No, it's not against the rules.
Don't want to chintz on the good stuff. And then basically this basil, I'm just tearing it up, throwing it in there. Let's give this a quick shake, and we are just about ready to plate this up. So what I'm going to do is throw these tomatoes in real quick. You don't want to give them so much time that they just disintegrate. You just want to give them enough time to add a little flavor, add a little color. We're going to grab our pork here and we're going to slice it on up. And here we come with the good stuff.
You love your job, don't you?
I do. I enjoy it. It definitely has its perks. So now if you notice, this pork is not all the way done. There's a misconception that pork needs to be done in order to be edible. Pretty much trichinosis has been eliminated through modern science, so you can eat a medium rare to medium pork. Not going to hurt you. And this is the loin, so it's not ground. It's a much safer meat. What we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of our mojo here, and we're just going to run it right across the front.
You know what? You're an artist. That's pretty. I like it. Your food should look
I'll tell you what,
interesting and colorful.
If it looks good, it tastes better.
Yeah.
How'd we do?
Oh my God.
Like I said, I was trying to highlight as many of our local products that we have in the store as I could.
You're my new best friend. That is delicious.
Well, you can come back and see me anytime you want to.
Man, I'm telling you what. I want to come back and visit you. I want to come back and shop, and I want to encourage people to come out here and be conscious of what you're putting in your body.
Absolutely.
Be
That's a big
conscious
thing.
of folks here in Kentucky who are working hard to put the products on this shelf, add to the community, keep everything right here, know where it's coming from, know your farmer, know your butcher. Everybody here, everybody who brings food here is local.
Absolutely.
Now there's some stuff that's brought in, that we don't grow here, but for the most part it's local, and that is stupid good.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much for
All
letting
right.
us in your
Good
kitchen.
to see you.
We appreciate you.